Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're returning to subscribe as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, remember I mentioned in other videos, it seems like sometimes you'll see a crime that's crazy, and then it'll be followed by a string of crimes that are linked, almost similar, like a copycat type style of the same crime that I reported on or that was shown somewhere else, but in a different state. Is a perfect example of that. This man right here, right, is Elliot Maurice Graham, 49 years old, out of Jacksonville, Florida. Shout out Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying? This dude right here, ladies and gentlemen, has been arrested. He worked at Marion Graham Mortuary. I guess he ran the whole thing, family-owned business. A lot of people have went to that mortuary to take care of their loved ones after their lives have passed. But what this guy did and what he's charged with is sickening. He's charged with the following crimes that are listed: false and fraudulent insurance claims, grand theft, 5 counts of misdemeanor improper preservation of the human body. Guys, I'm going to play you this video, and what you're about to hear is shocking. This guy need his ass beat. Word is bond. Check it out.
We have an update on a News4Jax I-Team investigation surrounding a Jacksonville funeral director facing criminal charges.
Elliot Maurice Graham now locked up in Duval County Jail after being transferred from Orange County. That's where he was arrested last week. News4Jax reporter Ariel Schiller has been closely following this case, and I know you looked, Ariel, at Graham's arrest warrant. Had some disturbing details in there.
Yeah, there were, Kent and Alicia. Investigators found 3 dead bodies inside the funeral home in various stages of decomposition. They also noted a smell coming from the embalming room. I have been following this story for several weeks since the story broke. I've been speaking with families about their experiences with Marion Graham Mortuary. 2 of those families had loved ones left inside.
Marion Graham's mortuaries have been an intricate part of the Black community for years. You know, the father, so we had no idea that there would be, that the transfer would not be as professional and as efficient.
We spoke with Ola Jackson's family last week when the charges against Elliot Maurice Graham were announced by Chief Financial Officer Jimmy Petronis's office. Ola passed away in September of last year, and her family used Marion Graham for the funeral. When they had troubling interactions with Graham while trying to get her ashes, they decided to file a complaint with the state funeral board. Graham was transferred to the Duval County Jail, and we're now getting a look at his arrest warrant. That warrant notes that the building hadn't had electricity since October of 2023. Additionally, it says the sanctuary, hallways, and family meeting rooms throughout the building were in disarray, with evidence of being used for a private living space. Investigators found 3 cadaver bags on gurneys, with 2 of the deceased showing signs of being preserved. The 3rd body could not be determined based on the amount of decay and bodily fluids. Most disturbingly, all of the cadaver bags were infested with flying insects from being stored in a non-refrigerated or non-air-conditioned facility for an extended period of time. I also spoke with another family who says state investigators called them to tell them their grandmother, Pauline Durden, was found inside the funeral home. They didn't want their faces shown on camera, but talked about the difficulty of dealing with this situation.
It's been hard. Just having like nightmares. Just like picturing what state they may have found her body in. Like it's really heartbreaking to know that someone that we love so much was treated so bad even after death.
The warrant says the decedent, identified as OEB, was to be provided a complete service to include final resting, and that funeral director Elliot Graham failed to fulfill the obligations of the contract by abandoning the decedents with no apparent intention to complete the remainder of the required services. Kent, Alicia, I called both of those families today, and I was able to speak with one of them about their thoughts on all of this coming out today. Nairobi Durden returned my text and said, "While we are relieved that Elliot has been captured and is facing charges, the damage to my family's sense of closure and peace can't be repaired. My grandmother deserved dignity and respect, and the fact that she was subjected to such negligence and deception is truly heartbreaking. This situation has left us to deal with a whirlwind of emotions ranging from disbelief to anger to sadness. The violation of trust and damage of the final memories we had of my granny is simply unfathomable. No family should ever have to endure such a horrific betrayal during their time of mourning. Now, I am continuing to hear from families who had experiences with Mary and Graham. If you'd like to share your story with me, you can find a link to email me through this story that's posted on news4jax.com. Back to you.
Guys, like the video said, it's a damn act of betrayal. Death to some people, well, all people usually, is devastating. It has some type of devastating consequence on you. And it hurts because a part of the person that you loved and, cared for is gone, and a part of you is gone too. It's like death twofold. This guy right here, they entrusted him on the strength of his father and a long-standing history at Mary and Graham Mortuary. This is what happens a lot of times when you have a passion for something and it's good for the community and you take pride in your work and then you pass it down to your children and they don't feel the same way, or they're not prepared, or you feel as though you're doing something where, your legacy will live on and your children fuck it up. You, sir, shit on them people like you shit on their loved ones. They came to you as a Black-owned business, showing support and having trust in you. Not knowing that your father wasn't there, but his name is good. It's on the outside of the building, so you good. They trusted you, believed in you, and you thumbed your nose up at them, took their money, and told them to fuck off. For that, you need to be shown the bottom of the ocean. Facts. Facts. What he did was disrespectful, guys, and I'm keeping it real. 3 bodies left in there since last year. Come to find out, no electricity in the place since 2023. Electricity is the number one thing you need there to work the machinery and keep the refrigeration on so the bodies won't what? Decompose and stink. But what happened? The obvious. It was 3 women, the bodies was. One body, they can't tell whether if it's a man or woman. It's so decomposed. That means it's bone. Then they said it was in fluid. The whole body melted in the bag. In bombing room just a stinking. Dumb shit. Irresponsible. This guy need to get no leniency. Just for the electricity being off, that you ain't responsible at all. Body's not stored without refrigeration. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, fam? That's what we doing. Yo, could you imagine if this was one of your loved ones? Yo, if this was Bunny or something? Nah, this worth going to jail for. I won't kill him, but I'll try to knock his eye out his head with my fist. Yo, that's unforgivable. These people were elderly women and they couldn't, their send-off was that. Let me just say it like that. That was their send-off. No respect. Would you have did that to your dad? He passed. Would you have did that to him? I bet he had a hell of a send-off. Why? Because it mattered to you. Because your heart was the one that was hurt. People say a lot. Black people say a lot about Black-owned businesses. And this is the reason why. This type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I take pride in what I do. And I don't care what color you are. I treat everybody the same. Regardless. Because you have to pick people over money. And my problem with him is he didn't do that. Any business that flourishes, you have to make some type of sacrifice, sometimes with business or sometimes out of sympathy to keep a customer coming back or keep your name good. It's not always about the dollar. These people came to him. Some came and couldn't get their ashes back. You know the part that hurts? He abandoned the funeral home with no intention of fixing the problem. The place was stinking, and they said it looked like somebody was living in there. That right there tell me all I need to know about this crypt keeping ass dude. This guy is a man. Yo, they need to take him right out and put him in a glass coffin and dump him out there, right out there in the ocean. For real. It sounds cruel, but what's more crueler than that? That's something they'll never forget. And you can't fix it, whether you put the body in the ground, cremate it, or what, because the damage is done. Did you hear the girl? Yeah, I was sitting around, just how they did her, just thinking all the news they told us about. And I was dreaming what type of state of decomposition she was in when they found her. What kind of stuff is that to even have in somebody's head from the negligence of somebody else? That's bullshit. Them people trusted you, bro, and you did them like that? You did them like that? These people sitting at home, they already mad at you because they ain't seen no results. And you got these people's family members sitting in an unrefrigerated place with no damn electricity, and they in the damn body bags starting to rot, looking like Michael Jackson off damn Thriller. You need your ass beat. You do. Doing people like that, man, that's foul. I don't like that kind of stuff, y'all. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's no honor in that. Like I told you, you can't leave sometimes diamonds to people that don't understand them because they'll drop them in the sand. It's a perfect example. This dude need to be strung up by his feet and beat with fucking belts by the family members till his skin fall off. For real. What he did is messed up. Look at him in the picture. I'm sorry. It was me. You fucking... All in all, man, he need to get life. For real. You can go and rot in jail like them people did that you fucked over. That's just my opinion. Man, this live stream can't come here fast enough. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Remember, the live stream's tonight at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. It's a break from the norm. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. And I hope these people can find some peace later on in life, because this is tragic. And I'm sorry. I mean, I didn't do it, and I'm sorry. Take care.